how these folks your name. Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Emotional, and guess what?
I'm back,
and I'm better than ever. What's going on, yo? We back at it for another reaction video. This is Chris Webby back on my BS official video. This is newly dropped, so we about to go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, baby, let's vibe.
You know, nowadays,
bro. Okay, so he started off with this. Okay, I see the shadow ban prison thing. Now, question. I've asked it in another video. I want to ask y'all, do you think that shadow ban is an actual thing? Because I've seen some folks say it's not a real thing and it'd be the content and that's the problem. Or then it's other people that say shadow banning is a real thing. And it's like bigger artists are saying it's a real thing too. You know what I'm saying? So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section, because I've been kind of back and forth with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
you know, nowadays, people find one thing you said 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Bring it back up now and cancel your whole fucking career over it.
That's stupid.
Let me make it easy for you. And just say it all right now.
All right.
My pronouns are fuck you and suck my dick. Unglued, I punch through and bust my clip. I'm a
Bro, you started off like that? That's crazy. I'm sorry. It's just crazy for him to start off like that. Anyway, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Right now. My pronouns are fuck you and suck my dick. Unglued, I punch through and bust my clip. I'm a feminist worst enemy running my lip. Now get back in the kitchen, you fucking uptight bitch. Far as gender roles go, maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just sick of women's marches blocking the road. Sick of a culture where a bitch will think looks alone is enough to walk around like the whole world owes them. And in my opinion, ladies, yo, we both got a place in the way that the world works, since we all were just apes. And when you need us to protect you, man, will shoulder the weight. And if he doesn't, he's a pussy, which I know is the case with a lot of these little Gen Z arrogant jerks who got so many MMR shots, they brains don't work. And they've been saying for years that autism's on the rise. No shit, it's right in front of our eyes. And yeah, I know that.
Now, hold on. He said, what is that he said?
Doesn't, he's a pussy, which I know is the case with a lot of these little Gen Z arrogant jerks who got so many MMR shots, they brains don't work. And they.
Now, I might be slow and I might be out the loop, but I'm learning things, right? So what in the name of gravy is an what is, he said a MMR shot? Is that what he said?
Jerks who got so many MMR shots, they brain.
Yeah, an MMR shot. What is that? Because I ain't never heard of that. What is that? Inform me, please. Thank you. Bring it back.
The weight, and if he doesn't, he's a pussy, which I know is the case with a lot of these little Gen Z arrogant jerks who got so many MMR shots, they brains don't work. And they've been saying for years that autism's on the rise. No shit, it's right in front of our eyes. And yeah, I know that I'm an old head now, I'm grown and graduated. I made it just in time to be considered outdated to a younger generation who didn't grow up saying Jew jokes and words like faggot when they were playing. So now I'm just a bigot for the culture I was raised in back in the days when Chinese just meant Asian and people were too busy to just sit around complaining. So why the whole world keep changing? Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit.
Oh, you get it, bro. Blue's Clues is such a legendary show. And I ain't gonna lie, the shirt and everything, yeah. You really got in the character on this one, brother. You really got in the character on this one. Kind of look like dude a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, kind of look like dude. In that, like I said, it's the especially because I seen him now, and I'm like, yeah, you kind of resemble him a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But what else was it? Oh, I can see you got the American flag on the back thing. But yeah, like now I get why it's called the shadow ban prison, because he's saying a lot of stuff that would get you not necessarily kicked off the platform, but quote unquote shadow ban. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what else was it? Where was it? And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Sit around complaining, so why the whole world keep changing? Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. If you're a pussy, I suggest you run and hide. And go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I've truly lost my mind.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
well,
I'm the generation that I grow up with an iPad, so I think it's silly what these kids identify as. Still make jokes anytime I see a pride flag, never out of hate, it's just funny to me, my bad. Is it a trans man or a cross-dressing man who's physically achieving the things that only a man can, then demanding that I be calling a ma'am, and shit is out of hand, but damn trans ma'am, I'm just a dumb cis man, but at least I'm trying to fucking understand. But it seems that I've been passed by the society that I'm in, walking around looking confused at things like Biden. Wait, let me not.
I don't think it's gonna be something that we really gonna be able to understand. Just being honest, I don't think that, like what he was just talking about with like the pride thing and whatnot, I don't think that we're gonna be able to understand it. Just being honest, I don't, because it's like I've tried to understand it myself, and I just got to that point where I'm just like, look, I'm not gonna disrespect nobody, and I'm not gonna judge nobody. It's just certain things though I'm just not gonna understand. I'm just not. I've accepted the fact that I will not understand it. I don't think it's either for me to understand either. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Because it's like, again, the more that I try to understand and the more that I think I got it, I don't have it. I didn't firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it!
You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what I do, it seems like I never fully understand it. But anyway, but also I think it's also because it's like another human's way of thinking, and it's like, how can I expect to understand another human's way of thinking? You know what I'm saying?
By the society that I'm in, walking around looking confused at things like Biden. Wait, let me not compare myself to a pedophile, though I do buy coke from his son once in a while. He be putting in his orders to an Al-Qaeda supporter who just walks right over the fucking border about a mile. Hunter did the whole pile, I just did a couple bumps, then he bought a couple kids and he threw them in the trunk. Wait, fuck, I am so not down with this kind of stuff. And that's how I killed myself when the Clintons showed up. Yeah, I'ma talk shit in a world gone stupid.
Shout out to Ninja Turtle pillows.
Why the world got boosted, trying to hold ground while the world's uprooted. Speaking up till the world mutes it. Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit.
Honestly, also, like, it's something about speaking up. Like, I think it's, matter of fact, nah. It's like, it's like the older I get and the more that I start, y'all, like, these artists expose me to, I be kind of wondering, like, do we really got freedom of speech, and what do they mean when they say freedom of speech? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, it's like, it feels like, yeah, you got the freedom to say what you want, but at the same time, it's like, you can't expect everybody to just be like, okay, and just accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we can't just agree to disagree in certain things and stuff like that. It's like an interesting subject to me though. Like, especially like, again, like the more that I learn, because I've been learning a lot. Like, I really have learned a lot, especially like with the politics thing and like how you mentioned Biden and stuff like that. It's just like politicians in general, it seems like I don't know how to feel about nothing no more. Well, no, I do know how to feel about it. I just don't agree with a lot of things, just being honest. But anyway, bring it back.
Speaking up till the world mutes it. Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. If you're a pussy, I suggest you run and hide. And go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I've truly lost my mind. You're a bunch of pussies. Ever since I said I'm voting Trump, I've been a bad guy too. A group of fans I didn't even know I had to lose. And since you're leaving, let me read you one last haiku. Yo, guess what? I voted for him last time too. But you used to hate Trump. How dare you change your opinion? How dare you grow as a person? How dare you say something different than the stuff you used to say? How dare you consider switching? I loved you when I agreed. Now I hate you just for existing. Hate you.
See, that was something that I used to worry about. Like, as far as like, just like subscribers, like being like, oh, I don't mess with you because this is how you view things. You know what I'm saying? I used to really worry about that. But it's like, the more that I look at stuff, and it's like, I'm like, wow, like, it's a lot more folks that are more like, a lot of folks are more understanding. But of course, there's always going to be people that are like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's always going to be people though that are like, you know what, we can agree to disagree. Just like there's always going to be people that are like, I can't stand you. You stink. You ashy. I hate you. You always, you don't view things the way that I do. I'm sorry. Sorry. You get what I mean? It's like, again, like, whether I agree with who he vote for or not, it don't really matter. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, people are going to choose what they want to choose. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about what you're choosing to do with your free will. You get what I mean? It's like, I think that's the one thing that I'm like, I think that's one thing that I feel like a lot of humans are doing. It's kind of like they're trying to take your free will to choose and speak and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just one of them things. I'm like, bro, like, again, like if bro gonna vote for Trump, he gonna vote for Trump. It is what it is, bro. Like if he changed, if he decided to do something, I mean, people are always growing and changing. You know what I'm saying? Like it just happens. It's just that if you're still in the same spot that you were 10 years ago, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like even from like a mental standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Especially from a mental standpoint, it's like you shouldn't be responding to certain things the same way you did when you were 14, when you're 30. You know what I'm saying? I know my math was kind of off, but just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what is it?
You used to hate Trump. How dare you change your opinion? How dare you grow as a person? How dare you say something different than the stuff you used to say? How dare you consider switching? I loved you when I agreed. Now I hate you just for existing. Hate you for this, that, and I hate you for living. I'll comment every time you post, and I'll say that you're grifting and hate women. You're a racist and a shameful depiction. A white privilege, a supremacist, a rapist, a villain, a fucking Nazi. Basically, he murdered the Jews. He dog whistles, gaslights are the words that I use. I don't quite know what they mean, but I heard them on the news. What I'm trying to say is, Webby, fuck you.
I don't know what they mean, but I heard them on the news. It's crazy. I don't know what they mean, but I heard it on the news. But yeah, it's like, it's some folks I've seen even recently. It was some folks in the comment section that just be saying stuff and they don't even fully understand what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like that be the thing that be getting under my skin. It really grinds my gears. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, like you don't even fully understand what you're talking about, and you don't even fully understand what I'm talking about. You just running with what little bit you thought you understood. And it's like, but there are also those people that I salute because you actually take a second to try to understand what folks is saying. And I wish more people would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish more people would actually sit down, take a second, breathe, and hear what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's like, I try not to say words that I don't fully understand. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do it. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, we gotta do better with like saying things that we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try not to speak on things that I don't fully understand. Like, if I haven't firmly got it, or if there's like at least a part of it that I understand and I can be like, okay, this is the thing that I do understand, then it's like, okay, like, then I'm like, okay, this is the part that I understand and this is the part that I don't like, and I'm saying this part. Everything else, I'm like, I might not fully understand, but I really would like for folks to explain it to me, if that makes sense. Anyway, bring it back.
A villain, a fucking Nazi. Basically, he murdered the Jews. He dog whistles, gaslights are the words that I use.
Wait, who did that now? Who said that was a crazy way to start? Hold on.
Just for existing. Hate you for this, that, and I hate you for living. I'll comment every time you post, and I'll say that you're grifting and hate women. You're a racist and a shameful depiction. A white privilege, a supremacist, a rapist, a villain, a fucking Nazi. Basically, he murdered the Jews. He dog whistles, gaslights are the words that I use. I don't quite know what they mean, but I heard them on the news. What I'm trying to say is, Webby, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch, well, I'm still the same Webby. I'm still in Connecticut. I'm still donating every year to save the elephants. Still say thank you for your service to the veterans, and still fuck your mom every Thursday when I'm in town. I bust that bitch down. Didn't like me then? Well, how you like me now? Cause bitch, I'm a pro. I don't need a pro now. So from right now.
Question: what inspired the recycling tat? Because I noticed he had the recycling tat. Is there? So what inspired that? That's a question. Anyway, bring it back.
To the veterans and still fuck your mom every Thursday when I'm in town. I bust that bitch down. Didn't like me then? Well, how you like me now? Cause bitch, I'm a pro. I don't need a pro now. So from right now till I'm in the ground, going spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit again.
My dog got out of jail.
Pussy, I suggest you run and hide. Pussy. Then go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I truly lost my mind. And now I'm back on my bullshit.
Webby's back, motherfucker.
Forget about it, Frankie. Forget about it. I love that part. I love that part, dog. Hey, Frankie, forget about it. Anyway, it's like when it comes to this though, like I like the fact that bro again is gonna stand on what he stand on and stand for what he stand for. That's one thing with a lot of these independent guys. I'm like, I like the fact that they gonna say what they say and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, agree, disagree, it don't matter. They gonna stand on what they stand on. And it's like, ultimately, bro, people are always changing. People are never the same. Like, our tastes change. One minute you might want pizza, the next minute you want a burger. People are always changing in whatever format, right? And it's like, I like the fact that bro is gonna say what he gonna say, whether you agree with it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the more that, if we take more time out and actually hear what folks is saying, it actually let folks get it off and then sit back and be like, okay, wait a minute. Now let's actually talk about what you said, right? And actually try to get an understanding of what you said. Now, again, if you don't agree, that's fine. But at the same time, if you agree, that's fine. If you don't, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have a lot of unnecessary, redundant arguments on the internet, personally. I feel like a lot of stuff that is an argument really isn't that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally don't understand, like, the whole, like, again, like, if bro said he gonna vote for Trump, right? Then he gonna vote for Trump. If he changed how he felt about something, maybe Trump said something that he thought, maybe, maybe he's on to something. You know what I'm saying? And maybe for you, it might not necessarily, he might not be on to nothing. You might think he's crazy. Whatever is your thing, that's your thing. But it's like, for me, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. I'm not gonna do it. I don't see no point in it. So that's just how I look at it. But shout out to Webby though, because again, like, I really got the video because it's like he was saying a bunch of stuff that could have got him shadow banned, which leads to the shadow ban prison. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm thinking about it here, y'all. Peace, easy, baby. Lay out.
I'm trying to fucking understand, but it seems that I've been passed by the society that I'm in, walking around looking confused at things like Biden. Wait, let me not compare.